if you're one of those students that you're like, I'm going to study at 5, I'm going to study at 6, then I'm going to study at 7, no, but I'm going to study at 8, no, maybe I'm going to study at 9, and then you're like, why are you like this? Or me, I study better at 9, and then you at 10, you're falling asleep, then this video is for you. Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm Dr. Gonzalez, and today we are going to talk about how to study and also how to organize your study time. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, because in that way you will never miss a video every single week when I post a new one. All right, let's get started. So one of the things we're going to do is number 1, quiz yourself. Because when you quiz yourself in every chapter that you study, you can determine which topics, which is number 2, which topics of each chapter is giving you the most issues to understand or is too difficult for you. So first of all, quiz yourself in every chapter, right? By maybe creating some index cards on the topics or practicing something, practicing some questions, or somebody can ask you the concepts, and by doing this you will know exactly what you remember and what things exactly you don't remember. So now once you do and determine which topics of each chapter is difficult for you, you will do number 3, which is make or create a list of those topics that are very difficult for you. I call it the muddiest points, right? And then based on that, number 4, you're going to focus on those muddiest points first, and then you will review it all, right? And by this, I mean, when you focus on the muddiest points, this is because you have to reinforce these parts, these issues that are giving you trouble, right, to understand. So before we start doing and organizing your study time, you will have to prepare a weekly schedule and a class study time per day and per hour. And I'm going to show you an example in a second. But before we go ahead and do that, I just want to mention that you have to consider a couple of things first. So the first thing, the most obvious one, is your classes, right? Depending if you have 3, 4, or 5 classes, you're going to consider the times that these classes are given. The second thing is if you have a job, consider your job schedule. The third thing obviously is your family. You have to consider, you have to give time to your family, or if you live with friends, or if you have to go out to visit someone, right? This is very important. And number 4, obviously you have to consider the times that you eat, the times that you sleep or take a nap. And also, I did not include it in this list, but you have to consider other activities. Like, let's say, for example, you have a favorite TV show you want to watch, things like that, because you have to give yourself also a break. So in this example, you can see how this person has class X, class Y, and class Z. This person also has a part-time job. This person has a family, and this person wants to include in their weekly schedule some me time because this person likes to watch their favorite show, right, and relax. So what you're seeing on the screen is an example of the days and times when this person is taking a class. And so I'm going to shift to my red pen so that you can observe some things. So notice how on the top of this schedule, you can see the days of the week, right, from Monday through Saturday. I did not include it Sunday, but you get the idea. And then you see how, for example, this person's class X, it's only on Tuesdays from 8 to 9:30 in the morning, and Thursdays as well from 8 through 9:30 in the morning. Then this person's class Y, it's on Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And in this example, class Z, it's also on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10:30 to 12 p.m. Now this person works part-time job. So this person works, let's say here, The example says the person works on Mondays from 1 through 5, Wednesdays 1 through 5, and Fridays 1 through 5. And this person has family time. He or she decided wants to give the time from 6 to 8 p.m. in the afternoon every day, except for Saturdays. And this person's favorite TV show, it's on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 through 10. So notice how the entire schedule of this person is already listed, and there are going to be some areas that are literally spaces. For example, you see how on Mondays there's some time in the morning from, let's say, very early in the morning all the way until 10 a.m. when they split. Notice that on Tuesdays and Thursdays this person has some time between 9:30 a.m. through 10:30 a.m. And then on Fridays, notice the person doesn't have any class, and there's a lot of space here from very early in the morning all the way down until 1 p.m. When your friend who came for a group study actually starts studying. We don't do that here, sir. So starting with Mondays, right? You see how on Mondays the person has some time, especially in the morning, right? From 8 through 10 a.m. If we go back, let's take a look, right? So you see how on Mondays the person has some time over there. And then the person has again some time from 8 through 10 p.m. So that gives the person 2 hours here in the morning and 2 hours here in the night to study. So I have decided here the person can study chapter 1 from 8 through 10 a.m. And then person can study the PowerPoint, right, and quiz themselves, right? That the person can quiz herself. And on the afternoon/night from 8 through 10 p.m., this person can study chapter 1 again, but from the book, for example. Obviously, this is gonna change and be different, right? You will create your own class schedule. But let's say for this example, the person can study or review class X from 8 through 9 on Fridays, 9 through 10, review class Y, 10 to 11, review class Z. This is also the time where the person can do homework, review, and quiz themselves again, right? So those are some examples of or ideas of how you can organize your schedule based on what you have. And the last thing I want to go over is that you can add or change the chapters into the schedule. You can also add review material and add others like group study time or take mental breaks. These should be at least 10 minutes, no more than 20 minutes, and more, whatever you need or you decide. And if you need more information, you can always click on the card on top of this video to check more study tips if you need them. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.